Hello, everybody, and welcome to week 2 of the M9 Modified Tour here in the Sidewinder Racing Leagues. This week, we are at Oxford Plains Speedway, aka the Circle. I don't know if anybody calls it that, but I call it that. This track is literally, I would say, a complete circle in terms of driving standards, so gonna be an interesting one tonight. Qualifying underway right now. Ryan Honeycutt, top of the board. Blake Giglio going for the triple header crown tonight. Won the dirt race earlier today, won the Xfinity race just a few minutes ago, and now he's going to win the modified race and win that prize. See if he can get it done. A lot of competition here tonight. I think one of the biggest fields we've had in the modified series so far this season, for sure, and up there with last season. So looks like we're going to have probably 16 drivers here tonight. Cliff Mullins on screen right now, putting his qualifying laps in. 14:74 on his first. And across the line. 14:78 second lap. Doesn't go faster. Patsy Catalano now on track as well. Catalano going to finish up his second lap. Looks like not going to put a time in, unfortunately, on that one, so they've had a little bit of contact. And that should do it for qualifying here tonight. One more time, going over the race info for tonight. Weather pretty standard, 77 degrees. I think the track temp is a little high. Track is real short, 0.35 miles. That's really short, especially for a modified tour. So, gonna be an interesting race. Looks like drivers meeting underway right now. We'll go through our grid in just a moment.
If Blake wins, he gets $25 and a signed Mike Chris photo. So I don't know which one is more valuable to him, but we'll see.
I'm pretty sure you just had a driver's meeting, and I'm pretty sure I had driver's chat muted.
Yeah, just don't wreck anybody on purpose. Try and beat Blake because we don't want him to win. So leader gets lane choice on after the initial restart. First restart's on green, the rest is on the leader, and you get lane choice. Other than that, yeah, have fun.
Ryan Honeycutt on top of the board, 14:57 pole lap. On their first line, Blake Giglio going to start on his outside for that triple header win. Jay Richter going to start third tonight in that second row. Mike Chris going to start on his outside in the 16. Travis Scametta going to start fifth tonight in that third row. Josh Emerson on his outside in that 73. Cliff Mullins, row number 4 tonight, that 37 car, 7th place. Cody Brown on his outside in 8th. Will Spark going to start in tonight. Quinn Newton going to start on his outside. Jeremy Shearer going to start in on 11th alongside Mike Morgan as well. And that running out our 16-car field, Daniel Llewellyn in 13th, Patsy Catalano in 14th, Jeremy Cotton in 15th, and Chase Tippett in 16th. Alrighty, here we go. Get ready to go green as we speak. Honeycutt goes into the restart zone, and here we go. Green flag is out here at Oxford Plains Speedway. Good start for Honeycutt. Blake Giglio hanging on his outside. 80 laps here tonight at Oxford. Giglio tried to cross him over right there. Honeycutt did a good job holding the bottom. Caution is out. We have a wreck in the back. Will Spark looks like involved. Oh, Jeremy Shearer flipping up and over. Man, blown engine in that 15 car. He's going to just take it straight to the pits, take that faster car, I'm guessing. Several cars involved in that one. Looks like Cody Brown possibly did some damage. Let's see what happens. I think it all started around Will Spark. McDonald's car, number 45, center of the screen. Huge! Oh, a send from the 17, or maybe the 45 just got loose. That was an interesting wreck. On board with 45 right here. You see? Oh, it goes way wide, gets loose, and catches the 17. Let's go on board with Cody Brown. Massive wreck here to start this race at Oxford. Apologies, gotta fix something real quick. There we are. Didn't quite have the sound settings right before we started, but we are good now. Pace car lights are off, getting ready to go back green already. Don't think we had anybody pit other than the cars that got damaged. So here we go.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag back out at Oxford.
Yellow.
Oh, wrecking again! Travis Strumetta. One of those involved this time.
I'm sorry, I think I came down there.
We're just wrecking it up out here. I think we're going to happen to Travis. Number 7, center of the screen. Oh, the 73. A little hot into the corner, and that sends the 37 and the 97 way off into the grass. It looks like they are actually okay, though. I don't think they got too much damage. And that's kind of one of the benefits of not having a wall. Instead of having race any damage, you just get sent out into the grass and get to keep your car going. So let's go on board with the 37. You can see the 73 drifts up right there. 37 goes high to avoid it. And both him and the 97 go high. And way off the track. But looks like everybody gets it squared away. And under caution for the second time tonight, lap number 10.
We do only have 80 laps here. It's a very short race.
Yeah, it doesn't look like we really have anybody pitting.
Or
Quinn
keep
Newton came down to fix some damage, but other than that, everybody else stayed out. Cliff Mullins actually
I say that
was able to retake his 5th spot after going off track, so iRacing determined he did not wreck and he was able to turn his spot back. It's very fortunate there for Cliff.
I thought we were going out of lap. Only select races this year are on.
Pace car going to pull off for the 3rd time tonight. And we're going to try to get this race restarted once again.
Green flag, green flag.
Flag out. Good start for Honeycutt. Down into turn 1. Diglio going to slide in right behind him. By Chris and Jay Richter in a battle for 3rd place. Now Richter on that outside lane.
We're going to run out of
Big wreck on the front straightaway. I'm sorry. We'll able to catch it in time. Huge wreck. 46, 7, 97, 17. Everyone involved. Looks like the 15 having issues once again. Hopefully not too much damage. So that one
We did
started.
so well last week.
I think Will Spark might be.
It wasn't off the point.
So he's running high. Oh, the 37 gets loose
I
off
don't
the
mind the
corner.
caution,
45
guys.
checks
I'll run
up
out of beer.
and car steps out on him. And there goes the
I
field
mean, I
from
had
there.
a really good time last week. The race was all good too.
Did anyone see what my right rear looks like? I'm pretty sure it's peeled.
You can see, I'm gonna back it up really quick. Just want to catch that 37. He catches the apron right there. And 45, I don't think he tries to check up, and the car I think just got upset in the weight transfer and just sent that 45
Blake, can you
around.
give me a right rear
Nobody
referee?
else had anywhere to go.
Oh, you're lucky. God.
As soon as she comes, I put out.
Got hit under yellow.
What a great. There are people.
Alrighty, kind of waiting for us to go green here. There's really not much to talk about. We just keep wrecking. Last week we had a ton of green flag runs, so bit of a change of pace here. Here we go. Green flag. Once again, out here at Oxford Plains, to see if we can make it more than 2 laps green. Battle once again for 3rd place, Christopher and Richter. Richter holding strong in that outside lane. Christopher does clear in that 16. And I think that's the longest green flag run of the night. Not entirely sure, but if memory serves me right, I think that's the farthest we've gone. Top 3, Honeycutt, Giglio, Christopher. Not too much going on there. Take a look farther back. We got any battles going on. Looks like Clapper, Newell, and Scrumetta. again. Honeycutt, Giglio. Still bumper to bumper. Giglio a big send on entry to one right there. Trying to get to that bumper. I think he might be going for a bump and run. Not entirely sure. He's right on the rear bumper of that 13 Ryan Honeycutt. Mike Christopher starting to fall back into those two now. Jay Richter just behind him. Cliff Mullins in that 5th position. Looks like Quinn Newton clawed his way back up to 6th. Chase Tippett running 7th right there in that 71. Josh Emerson, Jeremy Scherer, Cody Brown, top 10. A lot of single file racing going on. Finally getting a green flag running here at Oxford. Looks like side by side for 11th right here. Carp's trying to find any way around these two. Oh, wreck in the front. Oh, Tippett. We were just talking about him sitting in 7th right there. And had an incident.
Yeah, the track's changed my mind. I kind of like it.
See what happened to the 71 Chase Tippett.
Anyone else got the lead going on?
Yeah.
We just caught that apron, just like Cliff Mullins. Unfortunately, the 71 wasn't able to get it back straight. The 21, great job avoiding it right there. That's pretty good wreck avoidance. Let's get a view of that from the 21
He
Jeremy
scared me
Propnell.
doing that. I feel like I made the wrong decision.
So he's going to come off the corner right here. And he's just going to see a car sitting there. Oh, he caught the apron too? It actually helped him avoid the wreck, I think, so he's got to be thanking that little piece of curbing.
Interesting.
So it looks like we had Blake Giglio come down pit road for tires. Took right side tires on that stop. And that puts him all the way back in 12th.
Would a fella be interested in sharing his tire data?
You're probably asking Blake B. Don't think that's legit. Well, let's get a word with Blake and see what he was thinking. Hey Blake, let's look some booth, got me?
No one else came.
Yeah.
Well, saw you come down to your road, and the only one to do so
I mean, no,
really
he only had a
in
simple
terms
fall
of lead
off.
lap cars, I think. What's the thought behind that?
We were 2
That's
tenths
a
off
lot of
lap.
practice to make up.
Really
for
just
lap.
don't understand, you know. I don't know. I thought people would have pit. We were 2 tenths off lap. Car was starting to get a little tight loose. So
That's right.
it's alright. I think not very good to get back up front, but it was a good race there with Ryan. I think we had a lot of fun. I did
Well,
at
y'all
least.
just wrecked
So we'll see what happens.
Absolutely, I enjoyed watching it. Good luck to the rest of the race.
Blake Giglio is a terrible attack. You're back in the win.
Alrighty, you heard it from Blake Giglio. They
That
were
wreck
2 tenths
Terry
off a
wrecked
lap.
out
He
on the
thinks
lap.
so. He thinks he's maybe making the right call here, but he didn't sound too confident in it, so we'll see. Honeycutt back on the gas once again. Mike Christon is outside this time.
Gas pedal's the one on the right.
Christopher clears in the second. Richter follows into third, but Cliff Mullins is now battling on the outside of Richter. Number 37 M9 car. Trying to find any way around the 82. Trying to make the highline work, and we got a car around. Somebody went around and then saved it. I think it was the 71. That was interesting. Giglio looks like almost got in it. Try to see if we can see what happened right there.
Oh my god.
Right here, 60. Oh, the 61.
How the
Blake
hell?
Giglio, he sent it in. The 71 Oh wow, that was pretty significant. And as we do that, caution
How
comes
did you-
out.
Daniel, how
Clapper
did you
will
get
around
there?
in turn 4.
Why did they throw into the caution to come out?
See what happened to the 21.
There you go. That's
City is in the pit.
Well, 4 makes a huge
Yeah, if you sit here, I'll
turn
go.
3. Just kind of lifts the back end of the 21 around, and kind of an innocent spin there for Clapper. But yeah, that's going to be our 5th caution of the night. Looks like Sharon and Cody Brown coming down pit road.
Ryan, you stick the outside.
What's in it for me?
Lucky not coming high.
Corner right.
And not sure who's going right there.
Kind of hoping that
Josh Emerson looks like he'll get back in the
help on the
lap.
outside.
I was trying to get the button reset.
He's going to be back in this thing.
It doesn't look bad.
I'd like to see a replay.
It just changed the camera a little bit.
I don't know, that left front toe is looking a little wonky there, Cliff.
I think we're going to go 1 to green. I did want to get a word with Honeycutt.
Well, they got me a hot rod.
I think we're going to take 1 to green this time. We're really not going to be able to get too much in. These pace laps are really short here at Oxford. Try to get a little bit. If we get another caution, we'll try to get him in here.
That paint scheme you got on there, Jay, it's used to look good. Especially the rear bumper.
Yeah, the
Sharon,
case
Cody
is
Brown,
number though.
those 2 both came down and took right side tires on this stop. Then you got Emerson back on the lead lap,
What?
got that lucky dog, and then
Oh,
Clapper rolled out to the spin. Looks like
What do you
also
think?
stays on the lead lap. So we got 13 cars on the lead lap.
I'm trying to think wrong number, and I'm like, I don't have
Here we go.
custom.
Field double file once again. Pace car
Ready.
lights are out. And we're going to get back to racing.
Green, green, green.
Green flag.
There, they didn't let me pass them.
Honeycutt with a great start. Well clear of the 16 of Christopher. Another 2 wide once again for 3rd. Quinn Newton trying to get his 97 in the next year.
I need a clear, please. Thank you.
Oh, the 82 caught the curbing down at the bottom. Wow, good save for the Jay Richter right there. We've seen so many cars catch that tonight and just go completely into the infield or wreck because of it. Everybody able to avoid him, and he's able to keep the car straight, so lucky for him. He does fall back to 6th, unfortunately, but it's better than the wrecked car. But that whole incident kind of single filed the rest of the field out. Blake Giglio is up in 4th, now making the move for 3rd, and he turns Cliff Mullins. Oh, huge wreck in turn 4. Quinn Newton is wrecked, Cliff Mullins damage. Oh man, Blake just caused an entire mess.
This track's slow, yeah, the track.
Oh, that was a huge wreck. Alrighty, so we saw where it started. We were looking right at the 61 and the 37. Let's try to get an aerial view of this. Alright, so you see the 61 gets a run into turn 3. He is to the bottom, but kind of, I don't know if he missed the bottom or the 37 came down. I'm not entirely sure.
I probably messaged you when I'm going, but I'm
But I
pretty
mean,
sure
they
you just tell Blake.
they
yeah.
kept making contact. I figured the 61 might have lifted a little bit or something, but he was also sliding and couldn't do too much. And the 97 just got shoved to the outside wall, same with 15. go on board with Quinn Newton. You can kind of see, I don't know, those two just kind of came together. You can't really pin it on one person. Like, obviously, the 61 can make the argument he was there. The 37 can make the argument maybe the 61 drifted up. Well, those two can discuss amongst themselves, but I'm sure the rest of the guys involved in this just think it was kind of, I don't know. It was an interesting situation. We're going to go ahead and get a word with the 13 on track. Hey Ryan, it's Lucas. Got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, man, you held on to the lead for, I think, his entire race so far. Saw some guys come down and take tires. Do you think that's going to be a threat, or do you think you got this pretty well handled so far?
I mean, maybe they might be able to drive better, but time-wise, I'm running the same speed that wasn't qualified, so I don't really know if it's going to be worth it for them.
For sure, man. Well, good luck here. Hope to see you in the victory lane at the end.
All right, thank you.
We go green so fast at this track. I didn't even have time to talk to him, but here we go. Green flag. Green, green. Giglio in second, right where he wants to be. He took those new tires, but I mean, we just talked to Honeycutt. He seems to think it's not going to make a difference. So far, it's panning out. Giglio, I mean, he's there. He's got speed, but it's not faster, I would say. They're kind of just even at this point. And honestly, as someone who talks to Blake on a regular basis, especially when he races modifieds, he always reiterates that tires really don't matter in these cars. So it was really surprising to see him come down, especially that early in the race. Back farther to the field. So Will Sparks in that fifth position. Good rebound from the incident earlier on in this race. Cliff Mullins continuing his rebound. He was just in that incident with the 61 of Blake Giglio. Probably out for blood right now. But he was up into the 6th spot trying to get back up to the front. 13 laps to go here at Oxford Plains Speedway. And the front two are still in a heated battle. Looks like the leader coming up on a little bit of lap traffic to see if that plays a factor. Now, I think I'm starting to notice as the heat is getting into these cars and their tires, it seems like that 61 might be coming in just a little bit. You can see Blake's trying to arc the corner, trying to get the runoff, get to the inside of that number 13. But these two, I mean, it's so hard to pass this track because it's just a constant turn. There's really no straightaway to get a run on. It's just, you got to time it right. And Blake is, I mean, he's doing all he can. Honeycutt's doing a great job defending this. You don't want to open that spot on entry. You also don't want to allow him to get the run off the corner, and he's doing a perfect job defending it. Oh, Mike Morgan. He's trying to let the field go, and I think he slipped into the grass a little bit there. No caution yet. Comes the leaders. Click 46 was able to rejoin on the track. That was a close one. Oh, contact in the back. Will Spark, Cliff Mullins flipping on the outside of the track, but there's no caution. Cody Brown, I'm sorry, that was the second car. Cody Brown and Cliff Mullins both flipping.
Caution.
And there's the caution.
Damn. Thought that was going to be a front finish.
Let's take a look at what happened.
Where's your going, Checker?
You see Cliff Mullins catches the berm, tries to save it, catches the 17, comes down into the 16, and finally... Oh man, that was a huge wreck. He was just trying to gather it up. He was not trying to do this. Didn't know the 16 was there.
That was.
Wow, that was aggressive. 37 right here. I want to get the curb strike in this.
Yeah, cool.
So he gets loose right there.
He's trying to make
Try to
a play
get it up.
off.
He can't see the 17 or the 16 are coming.
I don't know if I'm going to win though.
One more look at this wreck.
But I'm slow at every other track box.
That was a little funny. Alright. So, we're going to head into our first green-white checker tonight. Overtime attempts number 1. I think we have 3.
I missed the race.
I think. I'm trying to remember from last season. This is the first time we've had to come
What if I
across this
get sick
so
and
far
then
this
not
season.
race?
So, it's been a while. But Honeycutt, Giglio, Christopher, top 3. Christopher, I think, might have a little damage from that contact with 37. Yeah, a little bit of right side damage on that door bar. Probably the Nerf bar.
Okay, I got 8 minutes.
Mullins says he has 8 minutes, I think. So he's probably going to be out of this if he doesn't have a fast repair. Unfortunately.
He didn't. I'm very happy.
And it looks like we do have a green light checker. So heading into overtime here at Oxford. Pace car going to dive on the pit road. Try this one more time.
Green flag.
Cut steps on it. Giglio with a pretty good start. He's going to be there. Kind of overdrove turn 1. That's going to hurt him a little bit, but a good run off turn 2. Gives a bumper to the 13. The 13, overcorrects into the 61, and those two wreck. Mike Christopher takes the white flag. Will Spark on his rear bumper. He goes for the bumper. Now heading into turn 3, the 45. Will he make a move? He does. He turns the 16 of Mike Christopher. Those 3 wrecked. Who's going to get to the line first? Chase Tippett, Jeremy Clapper duel. Jeremy Clapper takes the win.
What? I won my first
What
race.
on earth just happened?
What on earth happened?
Oh my goodness. Jeremy Clapper duel takes the win at Oxford Plains. Oh man. What an ending. What a race between the 21 and the 71. And he's going to burn it down on the front stretch. I want to get the difference here. 18 thousandths of a second was that finish. Let's take another look at it. So that's coming to the white flag, the 16, I'm sorry, the 61 and the 13 wreck. 21 actually got loose on the white flag. I think he thought his race was over. And here comes everybody wrecking off turn 4. He slows down, gets to the inside lane, and at the line right there. That's the difference.
Good race, boys.
What a finish for these guys. Love to see it. Oh, man. All right, we'll get a word with him in just a moment. First, we're going to bring in Will Spark, our third place finisher. He came across the line backwards. Will Spark, Lucas in the booth got me.
I gotcha.
Well, man, we're watching you come across the line on the replay backwards. That was a crazy final lap. You gave it your all. You gave the bumper to that 16 and didn't work out for you, but you still got yourself a podium finish. What even happened on that green white checkered?
I had no idea. I went around the outside. I thought I was gone from even maybe the top 5, depending on where Clapper and Chase were. But yeah, no, I saw Ryan and Blake go off the side. I said, "Get to the white, get to the white, get to the white," and we made it. And so I wasn't fully intending on turning Mike. I wanted to maybe get to his bumper, but then looking at my replay, I got a couple foot of netcode from Travis in the back, and I just vaulted over the top of him. You know, it's a bit of a bummer that Chase couldn't get a win for the team on his debut, but at the same time, it's awesome to see Clapper finally get one. I know he's a bit of a league meme, but yeah, I think a lot of people are happy for him to finally get into victory lane tonight.
Absolutely. That was an exciting finish. I think that's definitely one of the best the Modified Series has seen. And glad to have you a part of it. Got yourself third place tonight. You want to thank anybody for the run?
Yeah, whole team at Blockbuster Racing and 75 Sim Sports. That's where Chase has come from, and I'll give a little shout out to him for an awesome first race with us. Friday Pilots Club, the Trevor Project, Spit and Venom Podcasts. I'm sure there's a lot to unpack here for them. Otherwise, you for broadcasting, the Low Drag guys for letting everybody hop in for a modified race. It was a lot of fun. And SRL as a whole.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Well, thanks for joining us tonight. Enjoy your third place, and maybe we'll see you next week.
Probably not, but I've had a lot of fun, so...
Here's
That's
hoping.
the last thing
All
I
right,
wanted
see you,
to
man.
do. I don't understand
See ya.
how it turned you.
Yeah.
Chase, Lucas in the booth, got me?
Yeah,
I felt like we could bump.
Well, you took it home second tonight in a crazy finish here tonight. 18 thousandths of a second was the difference. What was your view of that final green white checkered finish? And I don't know, how was the race overall for you, man?
It was all right. I got hit. I got low-sided by someone at the start, so I just went for the pits to get new tires. Got a good lucky dog, which worked for me, and then pretty much just ended up 7th on that final restart. Going into it in 4th after getting a pretty good launch. Top 3 obviously had their big incident and was able to sneak through there relatively undamaged, but it just wasn't enough of a run to stop Clapper from getting under me. It was a lot of fun. I'd just like to thank Blockbuster Racing by 75 Sim Sports, and yeah.
Howdy, Chase. Well, thanks for talking to us tonight. Congrats on that second, and I guess we'll see you in another race.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
That was Chase Tippett. Nice quick interview. Appreciate him. He had a good run tonight, and Will said that's his debut here, so good to see him out there. And we'll get a word with our winner here tonight, Jeremy Clapper. Jeremy, it's Lucas in the booth. Got me?
I got ya.
Well, man, I think you and me both didn't think we were going to be talking to you here in Victory Lane when we took that white flag, but here you are, a crazy finish, 18 thousandths of a second. You beat Tippett, and what a finish and what a night for you. How was the race for you, man?
It went. I tried to stay at the back, stay out of people's way. Got contact with I think the 23, broke the left front, and I had to come down on lap maybe 4 to get my fast repair. And this, other than that, it was a good one.
Absolutely. Anytime you take home the win, it's a good one, man. I mean, we looked at that finish, and the way you came down, you kind of drove it right. You dove below him, you lifted, you did everything right, and I don't know how you got that big of a run coming off 4 though. You got to that 71 so quick, and that was just an awesome finish, man. I was glad to watch it, and I think you're glad to take it home. But you got any other words for us tonight? Anybody you want to thank?
I want to thank. I want to thank them for wrecking in front of me because I was coming to the line. I was coming to the white. I was 6th or 7th, and I was just hoping. I wasn't hoping bad on my fellow drivers, but it worked out, and we got the win.
Pretty sure, man. Took home the win tonight here in the M9 Modified Tour, and well, that sets you in the playoffs. What are you looking at in terms of that?
Oh, now I can relax and take it easy and just take week by week.
Absolutely. Well, we look forward to seeing you in the playoffs. Look forward to seeing you in the rest of the season. We get one next week. But thanks for joining us tonight. Congrats on that win, and I guess we'll see you then.
Yeah.
It was Jeremy Clapper getting the win here tonight. Good to see him get the win. Longtime member of SRL here and longtime member of the community. So really enjoyed that race. Let's take one more look at that finish. I just want to see it again. I would say that was the messiest finish. One of the messiest finishes I've seen on iRacing, but if that wasn't entertaining, I don't know what is. So first, let's break down this wreck right here. The 61 Blake Giglio just absolutely dives it in on the 13. He does let him save it. I'll give him that, but the 13 overcorrects right up into him. Now we look at Will Spark and Mike Christopher up here battling for the lead. Will Spark, I mean, he gave it his best to pass Mike clean, but they get into turn 3. That's crunch time. You got to give him the bumper. He gives them the bumper, turns the 16 around. They all wreck, and here comes the 21. Slows it down, goes to the inside. I want to take him on board with them on this final lap too, as well, because I can't say enough the level of patience it takes to see everybody wrecking in front of you and make the decision to lift and go down to the bottom. Every bone in you is telling you to stay in the throttle, just drive through them. And well, he sees all 4 of these guys wrecking up here, and he slows it down, gets below the 71, and that gives him the win here tonight. I think that's just great driving right there. Great wreck avoidance. I mean, I think anybody, including myself, in that situation, I would have just gassed it up and tried to maybe pump the 71 out of the way. Oh man, what a finish. Well, results up on screen here tonight. Jeremy Clapperman getting the win. Chase Tippett gets 2nd. Will Spark gets 3rd here tonight. Cody Brown gets a 4th place finish. Blake Giglio somehow takes home 5th after wrecking at the white flag. Jay Richter, he gets 6th place. Mike Chris gets 7th. Travis Scrumetta gets 8th. Ryan Honeycutt, after leading, I think, almost every lap, gets 9th. Josh Emerson going to take home a top 10 tonight. Mike Morgan in 11th. Cliff Mullins 12th after that incident late in that race. Gave him a bunch of damage. Couldn't come back out. Daniel Llewellyn going to take home 13th. Patsy Catalano 14th. Jeremy Shearer in 15th. And Quinn Newton going to take home 16th tonight here at Oxford. Thank you all for joining me here tonight. It's been a pleasure. Hope to see y'all next week for week 3 of the Modified Tour. Let's take a look at where we are next week. I'll get that for you. Have something to look forward to. Nashville Fairgrounds. We saw a good race there last season. Blake Giglio absolutely dominated that race. He lapped the field, but he won't be there next week. So that's good, I think, assuming he doesn't try to go for another triple header win. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for me tonight. I'm Lucas Hoitzman. Thank you all for joining me. See you next week.